All right. What's up? First of all, I want to thank Hans, Captain Strangelife. He let me know that not only was my phone in mirror mode, but that I had the option of reversing that in the settings option. So I went ahead and did. So everything won't be backwards. So cheers to you, Captain Strangelife. I'll start with a quick unboxing. This thing right here came today, day before Mother's Day. Looks pretty good, but they tried to say that my receptacle, my home, the mailbox slot of my apartments was overly full, and that's why they couldn't deliver it, but I think they were going to say I had to go pick it up, so luckily I arranged to have them mailed back out. This right here, it's kind of one of the most elusive Sam Keith covers. I want to do a quick shout out to both my boy Kyle Rowe and also to Pope Grimy, who I know is a shark enthusiast. I know they both are. And while this isn't exactly a shark cover, it's in the spirit of one. Just go ahead and remove it from this kind of filmy bag. It's one of those old kind of rubbery bags. So this came in today. I didn't have to go to the post office. It's a Sam Keith cover. Garbage Pail Kids Go Hollywood. IDW. There's the back. I don't know if you can see right there above the barcode they mentioned Sam. So, yeah, this is great. I'm going to put this in a Mylar. This is one of those Sam Keith covers that I don't know if I would ever find in a dollar bin. I was going to try, and I'd still love to find one in a dollar bin, believe me, but it's just kind of a cool book. Jaws, my favorite movie from that era. I saw it in the 80s. People, they love, Back to the Future and the Indiana Jones movies and Ghostbusters, but This was my experience of the ultimate. Like, my dad wanted me to see this one and E.T. E.T. was kind of a big deal when I was growing up too. But Jaws, E.T. and the Deer Hunter. The Deer Hunter meant a lot to my dad. Oh. So this one right here, I had to open account with Books A Million because they do some pretty cool exclusive covers, and I don't really have a Books A Million anywhere near here, so I get 3 emails a day from them now. I really opened up a Pandora's box with that one, man, I'll tell you. We'll see how it goes. Funny thing is, I don't really know how to basically disable emails when you're on a mailing list, right? You're kind of theirs. Oh. But all right, this is some good stuff I can use right here. Beautiful quality bubbles. So I think I own almost every possible version of, wow, they are really big on promotions and ad revenue at Books A Million. Sent me so much stuff. Oh. Have you ever noticed when you buy books, they send you a lot of coupons for wine? I'll tell you, if I was sitting around drinking red wine, I'm not going to be doing any reading, for one thing. I probably won't even be awake. But if I were awake, I'd want to be reading Sandman. This is the most extraordinary cover. It's done by Kelly Jones, and it's referencing issue 18, A Dream of a Thousand Cats. I got another one, second copy for my brother. This collects issues 1 through 20. It's under the black label. It's no longer mentioning Vertigo, which is kind of unfortunate. But this encompasses Preludes and Nocturnes, Dollhouse, and Dream Country. Dream Country has the story of Miss Metamorpho. There is a story involving Morbius's son, I believe. There's a story involving The Dream of a Thousand Cats. And there's a Midsummer Night's Dream. So this is a really nice edition. And this is the Books A Million exclusive cover if you'd like to get this one. It's a hefty book. Cost a little bit just in shipping, but I really wanted this. I love the Sandman. And they're plugging the Netflix series on this. It's an affiliation with that, which I wish they didn't cover up this beautiful artwork with. Well, that's a decal, I can remove that, but that's part of the graphic. But one more look at that, because I just think all those cats. If I could ever lug this to a con, I would have Kelly Jones autograph it. Unfortunately, it's considered kind of rude to make like a high production photocopy of this and bring it to them. It's considered kind of uncool to have them sign something that you made. So at least I know Mike Allred does not like that stuff. It's kind of his pet peeve is people bringing him photocopies of Mad Men images for him to sign. I got these books a couple weeks ago, and it is crazy that I got them at all. I ordered these before Christmas. They got lost in the holiday shuffle, and about middle of April I get a call from the leasing office, which generally makes my heart skip a beat. But it turns out that there was just a comic book mailer waiting for me at the rental desk, and they said, come on down and get it. So that was the best news they ever had from me. They had comic books for me. So I went down there, and I opened up this box. I didn't even leave. I opened it there, which was to their chagrin, I'm sure, because obviously they would have preferred if I just took it and left, but I had to know what it was. And it was these Joseph Schmalk's Cherry Blackbirds that I had bought based on Mike, Comic Crypt of Castle Hills, telling us of just how effing graphic and far out hardcore unbelievable that this book is. It comes bagged. The seller was so cool. I said, hey man, they're not coming. They're listed as lost on the United States Postal Service tracking, and he refunded me, and he got his money back because he had the insurance. The funny thing is, these were bagged, so he read them. So he basically got to read these books, and furthermore, sell them to me. And he was cool about it, you know. It was the holidays, all good cheer. That's book one. I still haven't read. These are by Black Caravan, an imprint of Scouts Comics. It's book two. All I know is, in a nutshell, this young woman, basically sells her soul to a demon or one of the devil's representatives to basically have rock music greatness. Here's issue 3. Here's issue 4. Is issue 5. Sorry I got so quiet. There's a Delta musician. His name escapes me. Legendary blues musician from early 1900s. That there's a folklore. God, Robert. I can't. I just got back from work, but there's a piece of folklore that he sold his soul to the devil to become the greatest musician rock of his era. You know, the blues style that he used, and it's said that he got exceedingly better out of nowhere, and that kind of added to the mythos that he did in fact sell his soul. It's gonna come to me. It's so bad I can't remember that. These are just a couple of X-Men books I bought for dirt cheap. Figured early Jim Lee X-Men for $1 can't be bad. And this one right here, Uncanny 275, real cool. So I'm gonna kind of take a page from PGH Zombie and Richard McKinley's book. And maybe Kyle Rowe as well, because he often does this. I'm going to call it What You Readin', Riggy. Cheers. The problem is I keep wanting to say Robert Plant, but I know that's Led Zeppelin. I'll be right back. Couldn't remember because it's couldn't be more obvious. Yeah, Robert Johnson. That's what that Cherry Blackbird story reminds me of. Now that we resolve that, we'll get back to our regularly scheduled Mr. Rigamortis 86 comic haul. All right, so as I was saying, what you been reading, Riggy G? And what I've been reading, this is my second favorite manga. My first favorite manga is Davis Snow's, is Tanaka's Gone, the little prehistoric dragon living in modern wilderness, just wreaking havoc in the forest, in the woods, in the rivers. That's my all-time favorite manga. I go for the comedy stuff, and this one gets very little respect. It's frowned upon for being unsavory, uncouth, lowbrow, like cheap sitcom. But that's why I love it. It's wonderful. It's lighthearted. It's cheeky. It's mischievous, and I find it hilarious. But this is Love Hina, and this is my second favorite manga. I'm reading this. My brother turned me on to Love Hina right around the early 2000s. The same time we were watching Miyazaki's Spirited Away and Kiki's Delivery Service and Porco Rossi and La Puta. La Puta? I'd watch that anime. I've seen a lot of putas, but I've seen very few of them in Japanese animation. But yeah, man, I love this one. That's Shinobu, it's Koala-su. It's about this kid, Keitaro, that he has to basically get back in, try to make it into Tokyo U, and he needs a year. He's like 19, he needs to resubmit, and in that time he's broke, so he needs to stay at his grandmother's hotel. His grandmother is abroad seeing the world, and she's left it in charge of, I guess, her daughter, Keitaro's aunt, and she's turned it into like a girl's dormitory, like a young woman's boarding house. So he's living it. It's, I don't know, I guess in the late 70s, early 80s, it would have been Three's Company, but Keitaro's case, it would be like Seven's Company. He didn't make any of the covers. Oh shit! I really don't know if this is a famous cartoon or if I just happened upon it. I'm kind of relearning how to read this format. I just find these really funny. I had to refamiliarize myself. There he is. A lot of the humor is him accidentally being misconstrued as the ultimate pervert, which it leads to a lot of comedic greatness. It's very funny. I enjoy it immensely. How about a little toy intermission? I shared a picture on Instagram, and Fred Hall saw it. I gotta say, Fred Hall and Tat Comics are the figure collector / pop collectors of the year. I really haven't been buying much. I don't get into Target. I tend to buy my groceries at a Food for Less or Northgate Market, or just places like that that don't carry figures. Getting into Target's really hard, and I have to compete with the Frankensons vendors. So I don't know if these have been in stock for that long, and I didn't even know. I should have known this. If you go into a Target, they have like the DC Universe stuff, along with like the Marvel Legends, the relaunch of the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and like all your Mattel, all the doll lines in one section. But the collector's quality toys are kept towards the back, like electronics and Blu-rays. I did know this. But I didn't know that since Toys R Us had gone kerplunk, that basically Walmart and Target, they have the greatest toys in the world. And I mean, I watched guys like Pixel Dan, but I guess I didn't think to really check. Because when I did, my heart skipped a beat, man. Unbelievable. Now, these are NECA cartoon versions of TMNT with that original logo, A-Stuck, and Mutagen Man. Now, I'll tell you the truth. I didn't see Dirtbag and Ground Chuck. I nearly bought Anthrax and Scumbug. I had them, brought them to the register, $72. I actually think I can get them cheaper on eBay, free shipping. But I could not pass up on Wingnut and Screw Loose. These are for me and my brother. I don't know how we're going to divvy up this one, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting A-Stuck and he's getting Mutagen Man. These are really cool. I saw someone do a review for the Metalhead, and it seems like these are really fragile. And I don't usually go for NECA, because they do like movie accurate, realistic figures like Rambo and Predator. But these are cartoony. I like cartoony. So I got these two. They had Genghis and Napoleon Frog for $54, but they're so little. I know I can get them on sale someday. Back to the comics. So this is kind of middle of the road 90s Marvel, but I saw this character in the comic books of the Meteor Man, and I wanted to get them. I thought, what the heck, $1 an issue. So we have Night Thrasher. Cool, kind of, what do you call that? Prism effect cover. Stark red. I read about this guy a little bit. This one. He was the founder of the New Warriors. He has a pretty cool origin too. He's basically trained to be an assassin by the woman, the madam that had his parents executed. And basically, she wants to look after, not really him, but kind of his empire. Because by the time he's 19, he's like Bruce Wayne, filthy rich. Beautiful. I just dig on. Night Thrasher issue 7, Brothers in Arms part 1 of 2. And you could already see, like, with that, we go from the classic Marvel 90s covers that I love to, that's the last one, and then not as good. Well, this might be the last of this cover style, and they're deconstructing it. Because with that, they go to this triangle, and I don't find that very attractive. What are they competing with? What was the agenda? I mean, even Image, they kept it really classic with the big eye, with the oval, and the kind of square structure encompassing it. What was Marvel doing? I don't understand. It doesn't look young, it doesn't look cool, it doesn't look hip for the time. I think maybe it was just a new editor, thought he had an idea. But anyway, they're okay. I mean, could be worse. Like, I can't even find the number. Like, there's number 9, but Why? Oh well. Is this issue 10? Yeah, that's bad design. A red 10. Oh man. Ah boy. This cover has the words "time and time again" twice on the cover. Once in the banner and once kind of superimposed in the back, obscured by Night Thrasher. There's a Spawn cover like this that I used to have. They made into like a figure, like a recreation of a McFarlane cover. That was pretty crazy. Trying to play some Gershwin to jazz things up. Okay, these are some new books, mostly for my brother. Here's The Last Ronin. And I'm buying Berserker for him. I already got him issue 5. Before that, he had the 4-issue trade. But here's issue 6, 7. And I guess this seller got himself a label maker. No, it looks like he just types it out on a computer because he had to tape it on. Alright, wrapping it up. Play it, George. This wraps up Immortal Hulk for the 50 issues that it ran. So here's volume 10. Very cool. And I forget who, but a seller threw this in with something. I wound up with a copy of Avengers, The Initiative, Secret Invasion, volume 3. So that's about the size of it. That wasn't too much damage. I'm glad I didn't get that. I'm glad I didn't get that Anthrax and Scumbag, because it would have taken it from being a really fun, exciting day at Target, big scoop, to man, oh man, what happened? I overspent. I don't think I ever need to spend $3 at Target unless I'm buying a new vacuum cleaner or something. Knock on wood there. What we got here? Here's something that came today. This will be a shout out to a kitty that I know. A little kitty cat named Miko Cohen. I got him a little crab toy. So there we go. Anyway, I'll keep it under 30. That's quite a bit, but I think I showed some comics that I like, even stuff that has me reading. Who'd have thought, right? Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your month, and if you see another video where it's in mirror mode again, that's because I pre-recorded it before I had the breakthrough from Hans to just go in the settings and take it off. Sorry about that. Alright, take care, and thanks for watching. Alright.